I'm going to tell you now, there's no way I'm going to be able to get through this without pausing it, because I managed to get 6 minutes in, but by that point, dude, it was absolutely wild. Are you guys ready? Are you ready for what has got to be a troll? It's got to be a troll. I don't accept that it's not a troll. Are you ready? So, let's begin this video then, shall we? Now, I am not a vegan. Yes, I have a concept for a vegan Indonesian food truck that's going to be bang ting, going to fill you up for £5 a plate, no worries. And it was spat out by a vegan saying he couldn't eat pork. It was gluten, baby, done Indonesian style. I am a sucker for a good steak. And this video is entitled, hold on, I'll bring it in frame, hold on. It's not in frame properly, hold on. Perils of live. We'll do it live. Oh, shit, I am live, Ed. Hold on. It's me. I'm covering it. Hold on. Hold on a second. Boom. Reviewing the cheapest steakhouse in London. Yeah? Okay. So, first of all, cheapest steakhouse includes, by default, Wetherspoons. You're not telling me it's the cheapest steak if it's more expensive than a Wetherspoon steak, okay? That's a cheap. So you could say best value for money steak in London. Okay. You could say cheapest posh steak in London, i.e., yeah. But you say the cheapest steakhouse in London. That is, first of all, that title, yeah. And a clue, it's most definitely not the cheapest steak in London. Is it a cheaper steakhouse? Aberdeen Angus. Okay, so I want to do some... No, before we do it... okay. All right, okay, so... Aberdeen... No, we'll check at the time. When we get there, we're going to do the prices. We're going to do the calculations. We'll do them together. And at a certain point, I guess in editing, I'm going to add up how many problems I have with this video. And I'm going to pause it at each one. Because this guy, bro... This guy... I'm not going to say any more words. I give you, my dear friends, reviewing the cheapest steakhouse in London, Ed Reacts. Because, yo, if it's a good cheap steakhouse, mate, if I can get a nice meal for, like, decent money when I'm out and about, then, you know, maybe when I have some money, we'll go. Like and subscribe.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to our channel.
Let me know how volumes
Today
are.
we're in London. It's a beautiful sunny day, but unfortunately, it's freezing cold as well.
He says, unfortunately, wearing jumpers and about to go inside a heated steakhouse. So first of all, man got his priorities. It's a lovely, gorgeous day in London. It's freezing cold because it's the fucking winter and you're about to go inside in the warm to eat some steak. So let's just get started, yeah? You do not like, oh, it's fucking cold. Mate, it's your YouTube channel, okay. I'm not being overly generous in the intro because I've watched the video already. Okay.
Where are we going? We're going to Flatiron. In fact, it's Flatiron at the Cut, which isn't far from Waterloo Station.
So first of all, warning flags. Flatiron, it's not just Flatiron, it's Flatiron at the Cut. Now, you know when a restaurant says so-and-so at so-and-so, that's not going to be a super affordable place, right? Super close to Waterloo. I know where this is. I think I know where this is. This is just off the back street of Waterloo. I have taken you guys there. This is one street off the graffiti tunnel, and or one road down. But I can take you to the stretch of road sometime. And I'm telling you, that is not where you go for a cheap steak. So already, warning bells. Reverb, what do we think of reverb? Thumbs up, thumbs down, reverb. No reverb, it's weird. Makes me seem like I'm in a church or something. This guy has been around for 3 months and 17,000 subscribers. No bad section. Yeah. Well, I mean, he's doing... I think it's a troll. I think it's a troll. I think it's troll. So the title is... Okay. Okay. So let's say, guys, a hypothetical situation. We're talking about the cheapest steakhouse in London. How much is a steak? The cheapest steakhouse in London. I'm talking fucking Aberdeen Angus. I'm talking like Wetherspoons. I'm talking any given pub. What is a decent price on a steak? Now, I would say, okay, so I was saying if you're going to be like the best value for money, cheapest posh steak, if you can find me a pub that does an absolute corker of a steak with chips for a tenner, say £2 add a pint on top at a posh pub, I would say that's bang. I can get a steak, like a proper posh steak lunch for a tenner. I would say that's qualifies. Otherwise, bro, I'm going like, if I really want a steak and I'm absolutely broke as shit, I'm going like spoons. I'm getting a gammon steak, man. I'm getting like a gammon steak, egg and chips for £6. I don't know what it is these days. It was cheap then. So, okay, here you go. Expectations set up. You see the extra content I'm providing in lieu of this video. I'll try not to talk too much.
They have loads of branches throughout the whole of London, and it's brilliant value for money as well. They specialise in one steak only, which is the flat iron steak.
Okay.
As always, let's give it a go.
Okay. No problems. No problems with those sentences. No problems. It's like, hold on. Hold on. What? Ha ho hop. Excuse me, sir. Flat iron sirloin, £20. Now, admittedly, that's the special. That's not the steakies. If you look closely, 14 quid for just the steak, no sides. No way. That's not the cheapest steak in London. Not by any stretch of the imagination. And to have your special 20 quid, this is not a cheap steak, dude. This is not a cheap steak. This is not a cheap steak. This is not the cheapest steakhouse in London. Fucking, there are pubs that are way cheaper than this that would, if you did said you're not a steakhouse, the chef would give you a slap in the face and call you kurva, you know? Yeah, cheapest steakhouse in London? No chance. Boutique restaurant by Waterloo. Cheapest steakhouse in London, bro. Popcorn machine.
Okay, so I've got the menu in front of me.
Very good.
Obviously, the main feature is the flat iron steak.
Yep.
Which is £14.
Yep.
It comes as various sides, so you can
Yep.
have beef dripping chips, bone marrow garlic mash, spinach green salad.
And if you order a steak, beef dripping chips, bone marrow garlic mash, which you might want, salad, you are already up to fucking 24.50, something like that. That's not a fucking cheap steak, dude. That's 14 quid plus 4, like, to get the steak, chips, and greens, you're already pushing £20. That's not a cheap steak. But wait, oh my god, it gets so much worse. It gets so much worse.
It's got various sauces there. It's got a nice cocktail wine list, different beers as well. If you want some specials, they have some specials here. I think today's special is a flat iron sirloin steak at £20. Me, I'm going to just go for the flat iron steak. I'm going to have that medium. Now,
And then I knew that the rest of this video was going to be gold, bro. Gold. Reviewing the cheapest steakhouse in London, goes to an expensive place by Waterloo, and is going to order his steak medium. This is why it's got to be a troll. 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 No way, because he even tries to justify
I'm
it.
going to have that medium because it's essential that the tissues and the fibres in the flat iron steak actually get broken down, and having it medium gives it a chance to break it down.
Now, I don't want to talk specifically about whether or not flat iron steaks are more tough than others, but cooking it longer to make it more tender? I want it medium because then it will be more tender because the fibers will have longer to break down. Can that be right? He's correct? No, Jin. I haven't experimented with lots of cuts of meat, and I know that there are some. I know that there are some that are a bit weird. But no, surely. A flat iron steak. But, okay, but it gets better because they don't listen to him. Because they're not barbarians, Jin. They're not barbarians. Who has steak medium? You cook it low and low. When the meat reaches a high time, it melts the sinus. So you cook it really slow, but you don't cook it until it's not pink anymore, right? Medium? You order your steak medium? No. No. But you see, the good thing is, it doesn't matter because they know their shit and they just don't do it. No, I don't flack steak. I don't know. Okay. Okay, well, anyway, let's keep going. Okay.
I'm going to have that with the beef dripping chips.
No problem.
And I'm going to have that with the peppercorn sauce.
No problem.
The flat iron steak's £14.
The chips are 4.
Oh, you there? You okay?
18, so 19 quid so
sorry
far.
about that. So the flat iron steak is £14.
Chips
the,
are 4.
Beef dripping chips is £4. And the peppercorn sauce is £1.
So 19
what they also
pounds.
do, they give complimentary citrus
I
water.
fucking hope so, dude, because that's 19 quid for steak and chips. That's not the cheapest steakhouse in London. Not a chance.
And beef dripping popcorn.
I mean, bonus. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it's lovely. Yeah, dude, medium rare at most, you know. But
Nearly.
and you can see. Oh, also one interesting thing. This guy's got a seized up shoulder. Look when he goes for the throw. Look at the shoulder. He loses his shoulder movement. Look.
Very nice.
He tried to throw it, but his shoulder's seized and won't raise above there because his rhomboid is locked. It's exactly what we were talking about earlier on the video. I hope. What's his name? I hope he's taking Gary. Is it Gary? GaryEats. If you do end up watching this, which you probably won't, I hope you're not taking this in the wrong spirit. I reckon it's a massive wind up. You're doing a great job, but seriously, your shoulder looks tough, mate. I'm sorry that looks painful. It's very easy to fix, and if I do make any traction out of taking the mick out of you slightly, if only that it will get you to come to my stream and help me give you a shoulder exercise, then it will have been worth it. So, Gary, I'm also pausing it a lot, so I'm definitely... It's GaryEats, guys. This is GaryEats on YouTube. I'm subscribed to him now. You can find him there. I'm going to drop him a like. He's a lovely guy, but oh my days. Oh, dear. And I'll tell you what, that looks fucking great, right? That looks bang. That is not medium, sir. I would prefer it, I would say that's medium rare. But that's okay, because they're a good steak shop, clearly. Like, that is a bang steak. They will not allow a steak to go out of their kitchen at a medium. The chef is going to be like, no, I am not going to do that. I want to give them good steak. I don't care that he wants it medium well done with fucking whipped cream and mango chutney. I'm not doing it, dude. You can have the steak in a way that I know it's good, or you can go somewhere else. So I will take medium rare. I will accept that's medium rare. But that is absolutely not a medium. That is what, if someone's like, I want my steak well done or medium well, this is what I would serve them. Because I'm not having them, for the sake of him, it's not a medium yet. It's still acceptable. It still looks like steak and not liver, right? It hasn't dried out. You've still got some pink through. Like, I don't like that the outside grey touches at the middle on that one there. But, yeah, for sure. I would for sure say this is overcooked for me. But he's complaining. He's complaining that this is... Well, I won't even step... Dude, like... Not sure about the music, but you're right. It's about to get a boom, boom, pow. You just saw how close up it was, because that looked like a good steak. When you put the camera really fucking close to it, dude, that looks like a bang steak. I'm like, okay, 14 quids. Okay, nice big chunks, nice and juicy, bit of char on the outside. Okay, 14 quid. Okay, that looks pretty decent value. I mean, it's like, oh, that's quite a big pot of... No, that's not a big pot of sauce. It's like, hold on. Hold on a sec.
Okay, so the meal's
What?
right. I've got my beef dripping chips there.
It's tiny! It's tiny! He was zoomed so close. That's a tiny steak. You can barely see it. Yeah, it's like, it's barely on the screen. Like, there is more screen space on the chips than on the steak right now. Admittedly, the chips are a tiny bit closer. But, like, those pieces, they're like, the end slices is like the size of a little finger, dude. That can't be more than 5 ounces? That's tiny. Okay, anyway.
Nice portion. I've got the flat iron steak. Just first impressions tells me that that's kind of more medium rare than medium.
First impressions tell me that's more medium rare than medium. It was underdone for him. It's got too much pink. Too much pink. The problem with this steak, guys, the problem is that it's too pink. It's too pink. It's more medium rare than medium. You see why? You see what I'm saying, Jin? You see what I'm saying? Look at that. Look at that. It's already creeping in. Between the midline, it is half pink and half grey. Midline of the steak, half pink, half grey. You don't want that. You don't want half pink and half grey. You want half red, a tiny stripe of pink, and then a bit of brown and black and stuff. Yeah, I know. Like, you don't want any grey. You want, like, brown and black on the outside. You want red, and then a bit of pink, and then a bit of char. That's what you want. You want that shit. You want that shit basically mooing at you. Ah, bless him. In it. My Australian friend's grandpa used to apparently say, I want my steak passed within 6 feet of a candle, please. And I gotta say, steak tartare is bang. And I'll tell you, someday, guys, when I have a kitchen again that I can use, I will make you on-stream carpaccio. Because carpaccio is amazing. And I have 2 pretty bang carpaccios. Elena was here for one of them as well. Because Elena wasn't eating meat. So I made Elena beetroot carpaccio. And that shit was so good. Dude, beetroot carpaccio on like toasted sourdough was one of the bombest things I've ever eaten. I put my steak on a scorching pan for 1 per side, as long as you get a decently thin steak. You obviously can't do that with thicker steaks. Yeah, that's totally what I would do. If I have like, especially if I would pound a steak, right, 1 minute each side. Although I say 1 minute, unfortunately, I don't have a really good cast iron, nor do I have a really good grill. So I cannot get the temperatures required to do a steak 1 minute on each side and get the Heidelberg reaction, whatever it is, the thing that makes it go brown and tasty, whatever that's called, that one. You know what I mean. You know what I mean, Chad. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. That one, the Heidel, Heisman, the Heyman, Schumann, the spin, one of them things. You know, that the bit makes it go crunchy and tasty. The oldest continuously operating steakhouse in New York City is Old Steakhouse. Good name. Been open since 1868. I hear it's really good. I hear it's old and that it's a steakhouse. And I heard both of those things from you. Very cool. Very cool. Let us continue, shall we? And then you start getting a title. It's there. It's the receipt text. Because before this, you're like, oh shit, that's quite a big tray. That's like a big tray. And then you see the receipt text. You're like, hold on, that's a really small thing of sauce. That's receipt text. That menu text? It's menu text. That's a glass. That's a normal sized glass. This is a tiny thing of sauce. Okay, anyway. Okay. Well, this video is just endless. This is just mileage, guys. Teacher terms is mileage. Lets us cover a lot of ground.
Arrived. I've got my beef dripping chips there. Nice portion. I've got the flat iron steak. Just first impressions tells me that that's kind of more medium rare than medium. It's not the biggest steak I've ever seen either.
And immediately he goes straight from, it's more medium rare than medium. This steak that is just about still a steak is too cooked for me. And then he does, I think, the most egregious thing in the whole video that I've watched so far, and I haven't watched it to the end. I wanted to save the end to watch with you guys. Because if you are going to do a food review video, you do not use euphemisms to excuse the establishment you are attending. I know you're English. It's fucking tiny. Don't just say it's not the biggest steak I've ever seen. Translate for the dear people of the internet. That's what the English say when it is so small you can barely see it if you squint, yeah? That's what that means. Look at how hard it is for him to say these words.
Just first impressions tells me that that's kind of more medium rare than medium. It's not the biggest steak I've ever seen either.
Dude. And this is why I think it's a troll. It's got to be a troll. It's got to be a troll. There's too many things so far. It's just like an amazing level troll. Dude, this guy's amazing.
Comes with the peppercorn sauce. Got to bear in mind that's only £1.
The
so
best.
It's not a huge portion
It still gets better.
What I do like is the fact the steak already comes cut up, because it's essential that you actually cut this against the grain. So that's really good. Otherwise, it will come up very, very tough.
And okay. If he's right, there's value. He's eating fat and steak and acting like it's a good cut. I don't know anything about the cut, but it's 14 quid for a steak, so I bet it tastes fucking good. He's like, okay, it's good that they cut it up because you wouldn't want to cut it against the grain. Great, cool, value.
Let's dive in. Before I dive in, it's got some very nice seasoning on top there. You can see the rock salt all on top there, so it's already been nicely seasoned.
Okay.
So let's tuck in and see what I think.
And I love it.
Piece first.
Look at his fucking cutlery, dude. What the fuck is that? They're giving people mini cleavers? What the fuck is going on? Too much for that cut. What the fuck is this? This is surreal. I'm waiting for it. What the fuck?
So as you can see there, it is definitely more medium rare than rare. Than medium, sorry. I don't mind if it's rare, or medium, as long as the flavour's there. And one thing I will say, that is a very, very nice cut of beef. It's very, very juicy. It's nice and moist. The flavour is very intense. You've got a really intense beef flavour there. So onto the chips. They're cooked in beef dripping.
Okay, yeah. Good review. Okay.
Nice crunch on the outside. Let's see.
It's the way for it.
Inside. I'd actually say they're more fries than chips, though.
Okay, so here we are. And this is beautiful. He's like, I'd say they're more fries than chips, though, right? And then he would proceed to explain the difference between chips and fries, what that means. Yeah, so when you get a chip, it's going to be like...
Yeah, I think there's definitely more fries. And then very nice flavour to them though. Really nice flavour.
What's the difference, dude? What do you mean they're more fries? They're more fries than chips, though. What does that mean? Tell me, dude. What, are they big and chunky? What, should they not big and chunky enough? Are they not fluffy enough? Are they too narrow? Like, how can you be a food reviewer and just say a thing like that where it doesn't mean anything? Like, what's the difference? That's a total missed opportunity. They're more fries than chips. And then you do a brief explainer of fries and chips. No, they're more fries than chips. No, I think they're definitely fries. Not chips. They're good, though.
Go try this peppercorn sauce.
And he just moves on! Why? Why would you set it up for yourself and then just move on? Why? I want to know. I want to know the difference between fries and... No, I don't, because I know the difference. I want to know what you, Gary, I want to know what you think the difference between fries and chips are, because then I can compare it to mine and feel validated and be like, oh yeah, this guy thinks the same thing as me, so that makes me feel good, because I'm a human, and I have a brain, and I have chemicals in it. Not those chemicals, I mean normal chemicals. I want to know what the difference between fries and chips are, Gary. Tell me. But he won't. He won't tell me. Why, Gary? Why? Now it's just spinning around in my head. Am I right? Do I know what fries it... Maybe I thought those were chips. Are they fries? I don't know. Oh, this gives me palpitations. You see why I had to share it with you. Oh, my God.
Very nice flavour to them, though. Really nice flavour.
Oh.
Go try this peppercorn sauce.
Gotta try the peppercorn. Brilliant.
Have it with the steak.
Okay. With this fucking crazy cleaver, he's trying to push the... He keeps cutting with the cleaver, and then he's just trying he's trying to use the cleaver to push the meat onto the fork. What the fuck's going on here? Ah!
Oh wow, that's looking good.
It's so small. Oh my God, the fork's giant. They have to zoom in so far to make it.
Look very, very rich and creamy.
Good.
Lovely consistency to it.
Lovely.
That's an excellent peppercorn sauce. Really, really tasty. Very, very good.
So what does it taste like? Is it strong? Is it the right balance of flavor? Does the consistency go well? Was it like a warm and a nice texture, but now it's cooled a little bit? Is it warm? Is it cold? That's quite good. It's not the most information you can get. You can't just say, that's quite good, and just leave it at that, Gary. It's the fucking chips all over again. I want to taste it, Gary. I want to taste the peppercorn sauce. I'm imploring him because he's there, but you can get me, right? What's misophonia? What's misophonia? I don't know. You never watch these types of videos. Oh, this is beautiful, dude. But it even gets even better, man. It just gets so surreal.
What I do like is the old utensils here. That's a proper knife, if you like.
It's not a proper knife. It's a cleaver. It's a cleaver, Gary. It's not a proper knife. It's not. It's the opposite of a proper knife. It's not. He looks at it. He's like, this thing in my hand is definitely not a knife. And what does he say? It's a proper knife. Gary, why? I think it's a wind-up. It's got to be a wind-up.
Like, there's the old utensils here. That's a proper knife.
No, it's not a proper knife! Oh my God, you must hate ASMR then. You know what I need now? I need some calming music while I watch someone cut up meat with a cleaver.
If you like. I'm going to tuck in, and I'll see you guys shortly. Very tender.
Calming music while I watch someone chop up a carcass with a cleaver. Oh my God, it's in my face. It's like he's chopping off my hand. It's not a knife, Gary. It's not. What does the sauce taste like? Who fucking knows? Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it smooth? Is it peppery? Is it strong? Is it sweet? I don't know. It's a cleaver. It's not a knife. It's a proper. What? It looks so awkward. Why is there a hole in it? You're gonna hang it on the side of the fucking table, Gary. Ugh. And there he's finished. 4 bites later, the 14-pound steak is gone.
Okay, so we come outside because it's.
So this is where I got to. And then I had to pause it and I had to be like, oh my God, I have to stream this. I have to show this to chat. This is crazy. So, yo, we're in uncharted territory now. This is unscreened. This is pure live reaction. Because I knew what was coming. I knew what was coming that whole time. And I can't say I didn't enjoy it. I liked it, guys. I liked it. It spangled the out of my brain. Now I don't know. So I warn you now, disclaimer. If you are not prepared for this shit, just go to a different place now. Because I cannot be held responsible for the rest of it. All right, breathe. We're good. Posture's good. Breathe. EverQuest soon. This is taking longer. This is just amazing.
Got quite busy in there, and we hadn't booked, in truth. Not necessarily a great idea because it's a lovely bright day, as I said earlier on.
But you got a table.
God, it's freezing cold.
Why are you outside?
Service, absolutely fantastic. Went there, obviously hadn't booked, as I said. Found us a table straight away. It's a lovely restaurant, really, really modern.
Why wouldn't you book?
All in all, really impressed with the standards in there. Very, very good. What I did like is the utensils that you had. You know, that was a proper chopping knife, if you like.
It was not a proper knife, if you like, with a grin. It was a fucking cleaver, and it looked awkward as shit, dude. Way off balance. Where's the center of the balance? You're not supposed to gently slice with a cleaver. That's not what it's for. That's not what it's for, dude. It's not a knife. Knives are a different thing. Completely different thing. I wish I could show you, but we talked about it. I can't cook at the moment. I have no kitchen, so obviously I don't have any big sharp knives, and I really am sad about that because I really like big sharp knives when I'm cooking. Basically, it's really hard to cut tomatoes if you don't have a big knife, and that's the true test. Psh, steak, whatever. Yo, if you can cut a tomato cleanly with that shit from a straight angle, I'm all over that. Let's not talk about beetroot. There's just a different story.
And what I liked was the popcorn and the citrus water. There's a nice citrusy taste to the water
What I liked was the things that were free and zero effort. Okay.
as well. And again, that all comes in all in one, which I think is really, really good.
All in one for the 14-pound steak plus 4-pound chips. Cheapest steakhouse in London, Gary. Am I back here? Am I actually on the screen? I'm not on the screen. Oh no, guys. Oh no. This is why it's so difficult. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I guess I'm small anyway. But still. Oh no. You didn't see any of the things I was doing. That's okay. We'll do this again. It's all right. I've been here gesticulating wildly this whole time to no avail because I closed my camera so you could see the title of the clickbait video a full 7 minutes 50 seconds ago. Oh dear. Maybe we'll get an animation of me just like going like talking about these things. Oh, there I was talking to you the whole time. Still priceless. All right, Gary. Now they can see me, Gary. He's got a very nice face. I'm sure he's a lovely. And Gary, again, if you're watching this, big up yourself for doing this stuff on the internet at all. You are just triggering the fuck out of me, bro. And I had to share it with my peeps. I had to show these guys. I had to show them your video. And so they could see the title of your video I didn't show myself. So, big up to Gary. One more time. GaryEats on YouTube. You can check it out here. Reviewing the cheapest steakhouse in London. All right. Now, with additional Ed. Say hi to YouTube. No, they can't see you. Ha! I will say hi to YouTube for you. You pictured it in your head. Guys, if I'm being really gesticulation-y, you gotta remind me it's off, because I can't dedicate all the screens to all the things. It just gets confusing. Admittedly, I could have had the screen up there. Yeah. Silly. Professional streamer. Okay, let's go.
Okay, on to the meal itself. The flat iron steak, not the biggest piece of steak I've ever seen, but...
We discussed this, Gary. Okay, so I'm just going to reiterate the previous points I made so you can see me. English people, if you're a food review critic, Gary, don't use nice English euphemisms. It was tiny as shit. The camera was so close the whole time. So close. It's a tiny steak. Don't say it's not the biggest steak you've ever had in a kind of in like a despairing tone like English people. Fucking say it's a small steak. I have seen smaller steaks in steakhouses, but not when it's 14 quid for the cheapest steakhouse in London. If it's the cheapest steakhouse in London and it's 14 pounds, that better be a fucking big steak. This is not the cheapest steak in London. Just what I would say. Like this, I gesticulate to you. Like this. This I declare. That is not the cheapest steakhouse in London. No. 14 pounds for a tiny steak. No.
Cooked really
Wetherspoons
well.
is cheaper.
Part of it was medium rare, some of it was medium, but more important.
No! Part of it was medium rare, some of it was medium. Gary, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Otherwise, we'd order every steak. Hello, sir. Could I please have a steak? I want the outside highly well done. I want the inside of just inside the outside. I want that medium, but only very bit. Because then after that, I wanted to go medium rare for a short bit. And then I wanted to go rare for a bit. And then that rare continues till it gets halfway and a bit more than halfway. And then it slowly transitions back from rare to medium rare to fucking medium to well done on the outside, Gary. Because that's how steaks work. Oh, I'm really glad I got the camera in for the last bit. This is the best bit. It's not parts of it were medium and parts of it were medium rare, Gary. That's not how steaks work. It's not how steaks work, Gary. It's just not how steaks work, dude. Gary, I'm going to cook you a steak sometime. I'm going to cook you a steak, Gary. No, Gary, I'm going to cook you 4 steaks. I'm going to cook you a rare, a medium rare, and then a medium, and then a well done. And Gary, I'm going to throw the well done and the medium out into the garden for the foxes, and you're going to eat the fucking medium rare and rare steak, Gary. And when you eat the medium rare steak, Gary, you're not going to say, excuse me, part of this steak appears to be medium rare. I asked for it to be medium because, Gary, you will have a medium rare steak and you will eat it, and it will be delicious. And you know that, Gary, because you just ate one! Still not angry. Maintaining compassion. However, these variables, the way they dance, pleaseth me not. All right. Okay, breathe. Breathe, Gary. Let's continue.
Importantly, the flavour, the taste, the texture, everything in that steak was so good. You bit into it, you had the lovely intense beef flavour there, and it really did melt in your mouth. And
because it was medium rare.
Flat iron steak can come up, it can be very, very chewy, but the fact that they had already cut it against the grain, that was perfection. That was really, really clever. I thought that was really good. The chips, I think they're more fries than chips. Again, beef, cooked in beef dripping gravy.
What does it mean?
Gravy, beef dripping oil.
Again, he
were
says.
lovely and intense.
Again, he said 3 times now. He keeps reminding us. He keeps reminding us that they're fries, not chips. But dear viewer, will he tell us what the difference is? Do we think he's got how many videos? He's got 3 minutes left. Gary, dude, you've got to make a video showcasing the difference between fries and chips, because I would watch that shit. I would watch it. I want to know. That's the thing, Gary. Although it may seem that I'm being critical and dismissive of your video, it has fascinated me to the point where I've been live for an hour. Oh, an hour and 24 minutes. And I did 20 minutes of yoga. I've spent an hour hypnotized by the first 8 minutes 47 of your video. And Gary, so is my chat. This is brilliant. This is high form comedy, dude. And there's a glint in his eye. Look, you can literally see the glint in his eye? I think he knows this is a piss take. He knows that at some level, this is the funniest thing ever made. He knows that. He doesn't know what he thinks his joke about it being, oh, well, it wasn't the biggest one. He thinks that's the funny bit. He thinks, oh, it's a proper knife. He thinks that's the funny bit. No, Gary, that's like 4 levels down from the meta humor that you are employing in this video. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the collapse of civilization. But like, retrograde inversion. He just reviews fast food joints from the front of his car. Oh, that's only in the US. We don't do that in the UK. We don't really drive and eat in cars. Like, if you see someone eating in a car, I don't know. At least, no, I don't say in the UK. I'm London. This is based in London. Nah. No, we don't eat in our cars in London. We don't drive, really. My peeps don't. And besides, you don't want your car to smell of that stuff. That's a very typical American thing. And UK people who live outside London in the burbs, you know. Nah. Eating, yeah, you could do a series where you eat takeaway food on the bus and see how long it takes you to get it not politely reminded that the entire bus smells of fried chicken by someone who's feeling quite hungry, who would probably quite like some fried chicken. Anyway. Oh, this is incredible. I'm so glad. Oh, mate, we don't even have that much time to play EverQuest. That's fine. This is the best thing I've ever watched. This is amazing. All right, let's see what you got next for us, Gary. I had to breathe. No, I've muted it. Maybe we missed gold. I had to breathe.
They were lovely and intense in flavour. They had a lovely crunch to them on the outside, nice and soft in the middle. They were very good fries.
Hold on. He just said, is he going to tell us the difference? Look, he seems up like, because he's like, they were very good fries.
And intense in flavour.
Here we go.
They had a lovely crunch to them on the outside, nice and soft in the middle. They were very good fries. And normally I say fries are fries or chips are chips, but they were very, very good. I really enjoyed the peppercorn sauce.
What? Why would you not say? Gary, why?
They were lovely and intense in flavour. They had a lovely crunch to them on the outside, nice and soft in the middle. They were very good fries. And normally I say fries are fries or chips are chips, but they were very, very good. Fries. And normally I say fries are fries or chips are chips, but they were very, very good. And normally I say fries are fries or chips are chips, but they were very, very good.
Maybe if I slow it down, it will make sense. I'm trying to transcribe it. This is what you do, right? You're trying to make sense of nonsense. You try to slow down. Listen to it. Try and hear it.
Fries. And normally I say
fries are fries. Chips are chips.
But they were very, very good.
The fuck does that mean?
Chips are chips, but they were very, very good fries. And normally I say fries are fries or chips are chips, but they were very, very good. I really enjoyed the peppercorns.
It makes no sense! Why? Why, Gary? Why do you do this to me? Why do you explain it 4 times in a way that makes no sense? Okay, I'm just gonna have to breathe through it. I'm gonna have to let it go. I can't, though. I can't. I need to listen to it again. Why, Gary?
Sauce, that was the chips, but they were very good fries. And normally I say fries are fries or chips are chips, but they were very, very good.
They were crispy on the outside and fluffy in the inside. They were very good, pause, clarifying statement, fries. And normally I say fries are fries and chips are chips, but they were very good. Did I get that right? Here in New England, they're only chips if you eat them with fish. So... But I can eat bread with fish and it doesn't make it chips. Okay, keep going.
I really enjoyed the peppercorn sauce. That
Great.
went so well with the steak.
Doesn't describe it. Doesn't describe it at all.
Lovely. Had a nice peppery taste to it.
Lovely and peppery.
Really, really good.
The peppercorn sauce was lovely and peppery. Okay. Breathe.
As a plate of food, I thought that was pretty good. Our final summarizing statement, having come up with such corkers as, that was a proper knife, referring to a cleaver. The peppercorn sauce was lovely and peppery. And fries are fries and chips are chips. We come to the final conclusion was that as a plate of food, it was pretty good. Fucking standing ovation. Gary, this is for you, mate. This is for you, mate. Yeah, Gary. Yeah, this is for you, mate. Gary. Yeah, Gary. Yeah, this is for you, mate. Yeah, Gary. Yeah, this is for you, mate. Yeah, Gary. 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 Fucking Gary, dude. As a plate of food. What was it? I'm sorry, this is verging on mean, but dude, you can't say things like this and not expect people to take the piss. And I'm a lovely, nice person. I just cannot help myself because when you say things like this... Lovely. Had a nice peppery taste to it. Really, really good. As a plate of food, I thought that was pretty good.
No, Gary! You're reviewing food! Not casually responding to some, waiter who's like, hello, sir. Did you enjoy your stay? No, sorry, man, I can't do it. Oh, we'd really like it. Yeah, as a plate of food, it was pretty good. And he'd be like, okay, well, thank you for responding anyway. We're not going to write that down. Because for the cheapest steakhouse in London, getting the final summarizing review as a plate of food, I thought that was pretty good, is the minimum possible effort you can put into a statement on a food review channel. You specified what it was a plate of food, and you said it was pretty good. Gary, the peppercorn sauce was peppery. The fries were fries. The plate of food, for being a plate of food, was pretty good. And you entitled your video, Reviewing the Cheapest Steakhouse in London. You had this all kinds of coming, bro. And if I am not the first person to tell you this, I will not be the last. And I want to thank you again, because your 9 minutes and 9 seconds of video has kept me going for now. Over an hour and 10 minutes. And I'm going to upload this whole thing in full, uncut, because this is fucking art, Gary. Gary, this is art. And you keep doing it, because I will keep watching it and I will keep reacting to it. Ah. And I have crocodiles to kill with other crocodiles in EverQuest. And man, I'm not going to have a lot of time to do it in, because Gary, the only thing that can take my mind off the cello is EverQuest. And apparently the only thing that can take my mind off EverQuest, Gary, is your food reviews. So please do more. Oh, we're going to have to watch these. That's it. We're just reacting to Gary on the regular now. I love him. But we've still got 2 minutes left. Oh my God. This is amazing.
Now, on to the bill. Okay, for the steak, it was £14. The chips were £4.
I'm past it.
The peppercorn
I'm past
sauce
the price.
was £1. And it's not an optional service charge, but I'm happy with the service charge of £2.38. And I'm
10%.
here. It is very cold.
We know,
so
you
total
told
was
us.
£21.38. Now,
£21.38 is not the cheapest steakhouse in London. I'm sorry. If you have to specify what constitutes a steakhouse, like some kind of place, there are going to be loads of pubs that have all the things that you would need to qualify as a steakhouse, that have locally sourced meat from sustainable butchers, that have boutique stuff, and you're not. If your steak and chips is 20 quid plus another 10% service, if your steak and chips is pushing 20 quid and you advertise it as the cheapest steak in London, mate, people are just going to laugh at you. That's the thing. And this is the thing, because you cannot say the cheapest steakhouse in London and then give us a £20 steak and chips with peppercorn sauce. And sorry, not chips, fries, with fries that are fries, not chips. It could be chips. What's the difference? Dunno, Gary. It was a plate of food and it was pretty good. That, as far as I'm aware, there were some good descriptions, but mate, you need to do more work with your conclusion than that. That was just, well, priceless.
value for money wise, I think that's pretty good. I think that's quite reasonable. The steak could have been a bit bigger, but
there you go. Enough said.
we are in central London, and I've got to say the steak was really.
It was reasonable. We are in central London for the cheapest steakhouse in London. So this tells you very, very specifically what sector of society this mindset represents. The cheapest steakhouse in London is 20 quid by Waterloo. No fucking way, dude. No fucking way. No fucking way by any stretch of the imagination. Cheapest steakhouse in central London? Nah, I don't buy that. You go to Edgware, you go to a Greek restaurant on Edgware, and you will find super high quality meat for way less than that. You say, like, Greater London? Nah. Like, Croydon, fucking Harrow, Kingston, like, Brixton, all these places, you'll find cheaper steaks than that. Like, no. Waterloo is not the cheapest steakhouse in London. That's okay though. That's just Gary. That's just Gary's upbringing. He doesn't know any better.
Really tasty, very, very good. Could have been cooked a little bit better. I'm going to say that, but flavour-wise, it was all there. And I'm being a little bit picky there. Really enjoyed the fries, enjoyed the peppercorn sauce as well, and the add-ons were very good. Marks out of 10. I'm going to give it a very good 8.5 out of 10. I was erring on the side of 9, to be honest, but.
So here's where it doesn't add up, yeah? Because if your qualms are, they did my order wrong, they did the steak in the wrong way, and I am not reviewing a cheap steak, I'm reviewing a posh steak, and it was pricey and small, for it to then get an 8.5 edging to 9? Like, if it was overpriced, underportioned, and incorrectly cooked, and you still give it an 8.5 edging 9, that seems to me very generous. If I ordered a steak and it came back incorrectly cooked, and it was smaller than I was expecting, and it was very expensive for the cheapest steak. For me to even consider giving it a 9, man, that is going to have to be the best fucking steak I've ever had in my life with those caveats. Now, obviously, my judgment of what's cheap is very different from Gary. My judgment of what constitutes a properly cooked steak is clearly well different from Gary. My judgment of what constitutes a description of peppercorn sauce using words other than taste peppercorny. Hey, it's a steak. Yum, it tastes steaky. Great. We disagree on a lot of measuring factors, and categorically, this is where we categorically disagree. I would not consider that to be the same category. I would love to chat with this guy. I want to know where he comes from. Not in a doxing literal way. I want to know what he grew up with. What kind of steaks did you have to grow up with to think that that's the cheapest steakhouse in London, dude?
I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. You get the opportunity to go to Flatiron.
Why did it not get higher? What's the problem with it? If despite those reservations it got so high, what were those reservations? Why did it drop the points? Did it drop the points because it was too small? Did it drop the points because they didn't cook it? Like,
Take it. Get into one of their Flatiron places. Absolutely fantastic place. Really, really enjoyable. What I also enjoyed was the fact they give us these 2 little cleavers. One for
God,
me,
no, dude.
The bill.
See, he knows they're cleavers. He knows it's a cleaver. He's having a little joke to himself. A proper knife. He thinks it's funny referring to it as a proper knife. And he's right. It is hilarious. But it's hilarious on several levels beyond, I think, what he intends it to be funny as. To me, at least. Disclaimer, I should have said this at the beginning. It's all my personal opinion. You are more than welcome to disagree the fuck out of what I am saying. But I'm going to say it, and I've had a lot of fun saying it, so I'm going to post this on YouTube and see what happens. Oh, it's wonderful. I love it. I love you, Gary.
There, one for me, and one for the cameraman. And
Who
I can
is?
go to any Flatiron and get an ice cream. In fact, I can get 2 ice creams because I'm not giving this back to the cameraman.
What?
That's what I'm going to do.
What? What? What the hell? Why? Why, Gary? You're so mean. What? Haha, cameraman, you're going to have a free ice cream. Haha, no, I was just fibbing.
And I can go to any Flatiron and get an ice cream. In fact, I can get 2 ice creams because I'm not giving this back to the cameraman.
Who's literally watching you right now with a camera, dude? In charge of your frame shot and everything. Having just shot for you for the whole time. Why would you end it? Without even thanking the cameraman. Without saying anything about the person behind the camera. Why would you just be mean?
They give us these 2 little cleavers. One for me, or I've lost the bill there. One for me, and one for the cameraman.
Who is what? Hey, thanks, Joe. Hey, one for the cameraman here, mate. Great. That's Joe behind the camera, everybody. Let's give him a big thank you for being a great thing. Sitting with me this whole time, pointing the fucking camera so close to the food that it probably got sauce on the lens, let's be honest. Putting their camera in harm's way for the sake of me shooting this video. I'm going to make a little gesture, pretend to be nice to them. And then immediately...
And I can go to any Flatiron and get an ice cream. In fact, I can get 2 ice creams.
Not even finished the thought. Not even got to the sentence. I'm going to give it to the cameraman, comma. Then I'm going to go to any Flatiron and get an ice cream, comma. Actually, I'm not going to give it to the cameraman. I'm going to get 2 ice creams, full stop. Same sentence. Barely even took a breath before throwing the cameraman under the bus. Blah. Gary, what's with your cameraman? I wouldn't do that for you again, Gary. That's how you were going to treat me. Ah, Gary.
It's back to the cameraman. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll see you guys in a minute.
And fucking the cameraman puts the camera down and just fucking tackles him and grabs both. Where's
I've got
mine?
the ice cream.
Where's the other
Very
one?
nice ice cream as well. I must be mad. It's so cold. In fact, it's bloody cold. But I've got my ice cream. As always, cheers.
Where's the cameraman's ice cream? He didn't even get 2 for himself. He's just like, I'm just going to get 1.
And I've got one for later as well.
Ah, keep it for later! Ah, fuck you! Ah, ah, oh my God. Oh my God, Gary. Oh my God, Gary, I love you. Oh, I haven't felt this alive. Ah.
Hi everyone, really good to
I haven't felt this alive since I did my yoga.
Until next time.
Oh my God, Gary. So, guys, oh my God. I really need to see you react to an NYC American Cheap Steakhouse review. And fucking cut, guys. Jeepers. That was a take and a half. That was one take. Oh, I'm knackered. Oh my God, I'm sorry, Muppets. I couldn't stop. Oh, my chat needed to pee. Well, let's take a little break. I need to breathe after that. I need to reset. So, guys, I'm gonna put a little bit of music. Then we're gonna take a break and come back and get some crocodiles to eat each other on a beach in a game. EverQuest Enchanted Druid stuff coming soon to a Twitch stream. Oh no, no, it's a troll, Jin. It's a troll, and it's just England. That's the thing. That's all the fucking bits about England, dude. All the bits about England.